Welcome everyone to part 2 of this The Order 1886 PlayStation 4 game from 2015, running on PlayStation 5. I'm using some upscaling enhancements here to give you that 4K upscale in the best possible way. I hope you guys enjoy it. So this is part 2, and let's continue. I hope you enjoy. As I mentioned previously on part 1, everyone seems to complain about this game running at 30 FPS and 720p. But you have to remember, PlayStation 4 was very limited as a hardware back in 2015, and when this game was developed, they didn't have the ability to give us a higher frame rate. But I have to tell you, man, I have no problem with the 30 FPS and this upscale that I'm using right now. I'm sure it will show up on your TV very nice and clean. Now, as far as the grain, that's part of the filter. That's part of the way this game was meant to look. So this is Easy and Galahad, whatever his name is. Galahad, Galadah, I just call him Galadah. It's not, I called him Callahan, but it's Galadah and Easy. Anyway, so let's continue.
Room clear. There are bound to be more in here.
So that was me doing a little bit of a John Wick close quarter combat moves. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Alright, so me and Easy, we're gonna go through this door here.
Ready when you are, Galahad.
It's Galahad and Easy, of course.
Escapee neutralized.
Help! Right here!
I'm telling you, man, Galahad is definitely in some John Wick mode over here. For sure.
You two,
Sir.
downstairs. There are civilians who need your assistance.
Yes, sir. Sir, General Lafayette is in the next room.
You're joking. Is there a single woman in this city who won't try to...
Lafayette, yet another
Is it
character
now?
of the Order,
try not to
of the
lag
Night
behind?
Table. But he's more like a flirting type womanizer.
Lafayette!
Ah, monsieur. This lady requires my attention.
Marquis! Your attention is required elsewhere.
I assure you, mademoiselle, that only the vow of fidelity prevents me from accepting your invitation.
Oh, Marquis, you mustn't leave now.
Unfortunately, my lady, my duty compels me elsewhere.
And that's the great thing about this game. It really sets you up to, like, be introduced with all of these characters, with Lafayette, with Galada, with
That is because
Easy.
you're not a Frenchman.
You are the most American Frenchman I have ever known.
I am a lover of liberty, mon ami.
A proper knight must learn to curb his passions.
Without passion, monsieur, a man cannot fight.
We do not fight men, Marquis.
Men, half-breeds, what does it matter? Vive la liberté.
And this is what, like, sucked me into this game. It's the story and the characters and the way they're being introduced, and you learn more about Galada and Izzy and Lafayette and everyone that's
Strange.
in this game. All of the characters, like, you learn more about them. There's also audio tapes you can listen to and learn more and read the papers and documents and things like that to understand better about the Order 1886 and these characters.
Let's go.
It's about time.
Marquis, you and Lady Grain take that entrance. I'll go through this one and sweep for any remaining escapees.
Oui, monsieur.
Sir.
Air command to all knights in the vicinity of Mayfair. The Metropolitan Police has finished cordoning off the affected areas. Sentinels are continuing their overhead sweep. We will alert you to any sightings of the escaped patients.
Acknowledge.
This is the part where he is going to encounter half-breeds, Lycans. It is set in the Victorian era of London. This is the time of, you know, Jack the Ripper and Nikola Tesla time. Well, young Nikola Tesla, right? It's good that they have Nikola Tesla in this game, and all these elements of vampires and werewolves, Lycans, half-breeds. That's the whole, you know, aspect of this game that makes it even more interesting, and would love to see where the chapter 2 would have gone if they actually made it. I think it's right here. You know, I played this game so many times, and still, whenever I play it, like, you know, after a few months, it's still like a brand new experience, honestly. I remember people complaining that the game is too dark. Well, it is set in a dark period of time, you know, during Victorian era.
I had a feeling I'd beat you here. Remember, youth always prevails.
Everyone, one of our escapees is a half-breed. Make that more than one.
Mademoiselle, are you in this location?
My route is blocked. It may take me some time to reach him. Confirmed mark on my side.
Monsieur, hold on. I'm almost there.
Monsieur!
What happened?
I slew most of them. The last one got away. Grain, I need your arc gun. I'll head up to street level and keep after him. You two go that way and head him off.
Understood.
Another cool aspect about this game is when you finally go to the your headquarters of the Order, you go to the laboratory where Nikola Tesla is experimenting, and like this is a Nikola Tesla weapon right here, and you can have different types of weapons at your disposal that Nikola Tesla has created for you, different types of devices that you can use. So that's another cool aspect, is that he's in the game, that they put Nikola Tesla in the game. So I think we'll meet him pretty shortly.
I've lost the mark. Repeat, I've lost the mark.
All right, let's not lose the mark. Pursue the lichen. I think you went this way. Come on, hurry up. Go, go, go. Imagine seeing a lichen in public like this.
We need to press forward.
Try not to work.
I think they have him cornered right there.
Out of the way!
Nice shot. There you go. Perfect.
Everyone all right?
Yes.
Percival, we've neutralized the threat on our side.
Good. I managed to capture one of the half-breeds. Rendezvous back at Regent Street.
Acknowledge. Let's go.
Sir, what should we do with him?
Westminster to the catacombs. We'll deal with him later.
Ah, Sir Percival. I thought the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights might be mixed up in this affray.
We had reason to suspect a rebel incursion, Commissioner.
An elementary conjecture. In that event, perhaps this might be of interest.
Whitechapel.
Purely circumstantial, of course.
I call it evidence.
Well, circumstantial evidence can be a tricky animal, my dear Sir Percival. You may think it is pointing at one thing, but shift your point of view slightly, and you may find it pointing in an equally uncompromising manner at something entirely different.
Also keep in mind, Sir Percival, it's a mentor to
Well, first the
Galada.
and then this Jack.
And
the Ripper murders.
once,
And then
you
this-
know, Percival learns about some of the
Strange that you think
secrets
that Whitechapel
there
is the
surrounding the Order 1886 and the corruption that it's
recent conundrums.
behind it with all the secrecies,
You must examine
then of course, you know,
every clue, you see?
Galada takes that
We meet in
very
council to
personal
discuss.
because this is like a mentor to him.
Presenting the findings.
Sir Percival is a
You
mentor to
expect
him.
me at Westminster.
Over here, sir.
Do excuse me.
Where have you been?
Bloody London traffic.
Mon Général, what of the other half-breeds that escaped through Hyde Park? We must pursue them.
No.
Mais notre devoir est de les poursuivre, monsieur.
Marquis, nous ne chassons pas des Anglais sur le nouveau continent. Votre témérité sera requis à un moment opportun.
Oui, mon Général. I will be
Sir
governed by your
Percival.
advice.
I'm sure you will appreciate that for the time being, this must remain a police matter.
Of course.
Something's amiss. The underworld in Whitechapel is known to give safe harbor to the rebellion.
That's precisely what troubles me.
Why would so many half-breeds be found in Bedlam?
Some things we need to find out for ourselves.
You heard Commissioner Doyle. It's a police investigation now.
Knights do not relinquish their authority to bureaucrats.
Percival is right. This matter should be brought before the council.
Centuries have passed, but our order has remained steadfast in its sacred mission to preserve the balance between man and half-breed. Such was the quest of our founder, King Arthur. May his name be forever resplendent.
Is it true? Did the Lord Chancellor fight by Arthur's side?
That is the legend.
Today, that balance is threatened with grave upset by a new contagion, the rebellion. As long as its campaign of anarchy and terror is allowed to...
But you see, the problem with this is
Plague of lichen
you have
infestation that has infected our
half-breeds,
city will only grow
lichens,
more
and
intolerant.
vampires. So you got like lichens and vampires.
Whitechapel is a matter for
And there's the
civil
war
authorities.
going on between them. And of course, that also creates a problem for the order, as you will find out as you go
Do not
further
presume
into
to quote
the story
history
of
to
this
me,
game.
Sir Percival. I've seen more of history than you shall ever know. I remind the knights here assembled that the threat to this order comes not only from without, but within. We must stand vigilant together, lest our ranks be poisoned by those who seek the destruction of all we hold sacred. No one is immune from the rebels' influence.
Surely the Lord Chancellor does not mean to question Sir Percival's loyalty.
This order has long appreciated Sir Percival's counsel, but the current disruption calls for caution and concerted effort, not rash action.
Sir Percival has cause, Lord Chancellor. The situation in Whitechapel may need to be addressed.
Does Lord Darwin speak with the blessing of the peers? Lord Hastings, Lord Dunglass.
He does, Lord Chancellor. Perhaps the question should be put to the Council.
Very well. What says the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights in the matter of Whitechapel? Aye or nay?
Nay.
The nays have it. This council is dismissed.
Our order grows too prudent, Grayson. We wither away from this inaction.
Leave it, Sebastian.
Caution be damned.
Sir Percival is most agitated.
You should learn it is best not to cross him when his mind is set on something.
What do you make of this?
And of course, you learn more about all these other characters and the secrets that they will come exposed later on in a game as we go throughout these parts. Different parts. This is part number 2. We learn more about the Lord Hastings, and of course, I don't want to spoil it here in a part 2, but this is what got me sucked into this game. It's not just the graphics, but it's really an excellent story. That it's well written to a Hollywood caliber. It almost looks as if something that like Ridley Scott would make, or some other film director out there would make, like Christopher Nolan, right? It really has those well-written story elements and characters, you know. And it's beyond me as to why people didn't appreciate this game. But again, that's a subject for a different discussion, different video.
Father, the Order cannot stand idly by while half-breeds roam our streets. You cannot deny that there is some truth to what Percival has said.
Need I remind you of your place, Lady Egwene? Who are you to question the Council's wisdom?
Yes, Lord Chancellor.
And of course, that's her father. I like how you can listen to conversation as you're just walking around the Order Knight's table. Again, as I have mentioned this previously, for a game that was created in 2014 and released on 2015.
Galahad will deal with this in due time. I have a more pressing matter to attend.
Detail and the graphics, it's pretty amazing.
How many of us will make the journey to America?
Lord Barrett, Lord Darwin, and myself.
I've heard many great things about the Agamemnon, Lord Hastings.
She is the finest the United India Company has ever built. I can promise you a pleasant and speedy journey across the Atlantic.
Can we expect your presence at the launch, Sir Lucan?
Would be my honor to see you off on your maiden voyage, my lords.
Sir Lucan, if I may.
If you would permit me, my lords.
Of course, Sir Percival. Alistair, you know as well as I do that Whitechapel is the key to these disturbances, to everything.
My opinion is immaterial. The Council has spoken.
Few dared countermand your father's express wishes.
Need I remind you that we all serve at the Lord Chancellor's pleasure?
You are the Knight Commander! Make him see reason.
You think an incursion into a rebel stronghold is reasonable?
I consider it an acceptable risk.
One for which you'd be willing to accept full responsibility should unforeseen circumstances arise.
Let what befalls be upon my head, no one else's.
Whitechapel remains off limits. That is officially.
You have my thanks, Sir Lucan.
Of your thanks I have no need. Bring me results.
As the Knight Commander wishes.
And we also learned the connection between Sir Lucan and Lord Hastings, and this India trade that they have connected with Lord Hastings, and what exactly are they delivering? What exactly are they distributing? And again, you know, as you go throughout the game, as you go throughout the story, you learn more and more.
Were adopted by him, yes?
Yes, they were.
Why would he bring them into such struggle?
Perhaps he wanted to regain a semblance of the humanity he lost. When time came to join the Order, the choice was theirs to make.
Regardless, I would not wish this life on my children.
Marquis, we need to hurry.
Oui, mon général. Avec plaisir. Monsieur.
Also, just a correction. This
Friend Mallory has always been something of a
game was in making for about a few years, so way before 2014. I'll probably say
Sebastian and I have long been partners. I trust him with my life.
2012, around there somewhere. I think he was in making.
Do look after my sister, won't you?
No man in the realm can keep Isabeau from danger when she's of a mind.
Oh, you say true. What's a brother to do, eh? Good luck and Godspeed.
Always at your service, Sir Galahad.
And now it's Nikola Tesla, follow Tesla.
Tesla. Just the man.
I don't want to spoil too much, like, because I already know the story and I've played it many times. But as we go throughout this videos, these parts...
What new developments do you have to show me?
Quite a few intriguing things, if I may say so.
It'll be more clear as to who these characters are and who's a good guy, who's a bad guy. But, you know, who's really a good guy, who's really a bad guy? You know, that's one of the things about the movies and video games. I always like have a trouble like to make the that distinguished difference. Like, by whom standards is he a bad guy? By whom standards is he a good guy? By whom perspective? Remember, it's all a matter of perspective. And this is one of the reasons why I like these types of games, because it's a matter of perspective.
Play with whatever strikes your fancy.
But there is one bad guy, obviously, in this game, but I'm not going to tell you who that is right now. But there is a villain here, and you probably know who it is, but I'm not going to spoil it right now. So this is a cool part, is when you come here to check out Nikola Tesla's laboratory and all of his equipment.
Hard to believe we ever use these communicators.
You know, I'm still impressed by the graphics of this game, considering it's been in development for a long time, since 2012, I think. I think since 2012, and it came out in 2015. It's truly remarkable to see it run on a PlayStation 4 at 720p. I mean, it still looks remarkable. It still looks great. You know, there's no question about that.
All gibberish to me.
Oh, this is interesting.
Start with 18 amperes baseline. Good. To 20 now. That's enough. Try again now, same baseline. Now half a turn. Sir Galahad. Please, this way. Here is something you may find interesting. This device allows you to convert between Edison's inefficient direct current and my superior alternating current. Quite handy for overloading and incapacitating certain electrical systems. It's comprised of an inverter, transformer, and rectifier outfitted with some brass clips to enhance the design. Oh, and a fine leather carrying case. Inside each tube is a small quantity of mercury. When the mercury is properly aligned, the device becomes operational. Please, try it. Ah.
You never cease to amaze, Nicola.
I'd appreciate your expert opinion on my latest whimsy. Here.
S684 Marksman Carbine. Impressive.
You've always had a good eye for craftsmanship. I've outfitted this one with a telescopic sight. It's ideal for long-range shooting. I would be honored if you would test its efficacy.
With pleasure. Recoil is sharp, but manageable.
Your skills never cease to amaze me.
Nicely balanced. The action's a bit rough. Some muffling might be in order as well.
I'll attend to it immediately. So, are there any other of my children that you would like to meet?
The offer's tempting, but I must return to the others.
Of course. Oh, the monocular that General Lafayette requested is over there on the table.
I'll see that he gets it.
We scour the district in pairs. Isabeau, you and Lafayette take the high street from the south end. Galahad and I will move in from the north.
Why not give the Frenchman to Galahad?
Mademoiselle doubts my intentions. I promise to remain at all times the picture of chivalry.
I'd prefer to have someone more experienced looking out for me.
I thought you needed no looking after.
Very well. You team with Galahad.
Mademoiselle will perhaps one day allow me to demonstrate my skill.
One day?
Remember, we are entering rebel territory. The insurgents will take umbrage at our incursion into Whitechapel.
Given our little discovery in Mayfair, the London hospital should be our target.
Strange to think Lycans would find sanctuary here, is it not, monsieur?
You really believe the rebels are collaborating with the half-breeds?
The Lord Chancellor is convinced of it. I have my doubts.
Do you trust anyone, mon général?
Never accept. Always question. It's a motto that's seen me through the centuries. Stay vigilant, all of you. We can expect hot work here.
Ah, quelle joie!
A nest of cut-purses, collaborators, and whoremongers. I knew it very differently once.
And this is where we end part 2. And I'll see you guys in the part 3. If you enjoyed this video, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And let me know what you think about The Order 1886. Have you played it? What are your thoughts on it? Leave your comment down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in a part 3.